Good morning. It is Wednesday. I had all these things that I wanted to say jumping on today, and now that I've pressed record, my mind's gone completely blank. But I think the first thing that I wanted to say is that yesterday, Tuesday, I recorded various bits and pieces which I haven't edited yet, and then I had this desire to switch the camera on, come back on, and to talk about what was in the thoughts that were in my head. And long story short is that I just felt very overwhelmed to tick things off of my to-do list, overwhelmed to pick up the camera, overwhelmed to feel a certain way. I've spoken before on these videos about having very high expectations of myself, and that is certainly present more often than I would like. And so I struggled with the concept of being kind to myself. But it is a constant battle to remind myself that it's okay that you didn't get the 15 things on your list done. It's okay that you maybe only did half a job. I care so much about what I do, how I behave, how I'm seen by the world. That goes for just when you wake up, bit interacting with your family, and I am falling short of my own standards, and that's going to be a real battle over the next few months to be kinder to myself, to not keep giving myself a hard time. It's just that is something that I've always done internally, and that's a big change. That will be a big change for me. I'm determined to get there. So I will, and I'll take you on the journey with me. In terms of how yesterday ended, I've got a big wedding coming up at the weekend, not my own. So we went to collect the suits, which was lovely. But as I alluded to, I feel like I'm doing like this circling, kind of say the thing and then I tiptoe around and then I say the thing with more detail. Must get better at that. There you go, being hard on myself again. Anyway, yesterday I talk about overwhelm. I think also that it's frustration because I had a set number of things that I wanted to do. I just didn't allow myself enough time to do them. I was unrealistic in my own expectations, and I've been doing that every day, and it is contributing to this feeling that I am generating within myself that it's not good enough. I've got to learn that maybe my list for any given day will have one thing on it. And do you know what? It was exactly the same, or it has been exactly the same in my jobs. And I need to remind myself of that. You might have 10 or 15 things on your list, but what's the one non-negotiable thing for the day that you're going to get done? So today, the one thing that I am going to get done is to edit yesterday's video. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, flag, the ADHD medication, I believe, is wearing off super, super quick. And when I say super quick, I think when I first started taking it, I noticed it would start to be less effective from around 3 or 4 o'clock. And what I'm finding a week later is that by sort of midday, it's tailing off. What I'm also finding is I'm getting dry mouth later in the day. I'm also finding I'm getting tired enough to go to bed, sort of, around 10 o'clock. But I'm then finding things to keep me going, whether it's watching a YouTube video or doing a task that I didn't get done in the day, and then I'm not really able to fall asleep till around 12:30. And the other thing that I've noticed is, and this is actually slightly improving as the week's going on, so I don't know whether this is a positive or a negative. Even though I'm going to sleep a bit later, I'm staying asleep for a solid 6 hours. I then wake up, and what I am establishing is that I am able to get back to sleep quicker than I was when I first started taking the medication. But on the flip side, I do also feel like if I was to get up at the moment when I wake up, whether it's 5:30 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m., I reckon I could just get up and get on with the day. But because in my head I'm like, well, you've had 5.5 hours, 6 hours sleep. I'm someone who needs around 8. I wish I was one of those people that could cope with or only need sort of 6, 5 or 6. But that's not me. I've always been a big sleeper. So yeah, that kind of feeling of I could get up right now is new. Is new to me, and I'm not really sure what to do with it or what to make of it. I'd much prefer just getting up at my normal time, which at the moment is around 7:30, 7:45. So that's my update on Wednesday. I'm hoping there'll be more that I can share with you throughout the day. But for now, I'm going to go and have some breakfast, get hydrated, and get on with the day. You take care. I'll talk to you soon.